Hello, everybody. I don't know the exact pinpoint of what I want this particular video to say, but I did want to talk about, dating nowadays, relationships, how a good, balanced, healthy relationship consists of several things. One of those things is good communication. Being able to talk to one another openly without expectation and mind reading. Being able to clearly advocate for yourself and speak your needs in a healthy, quiet, and calm manner whenever any type of confrontation arises, or any type of disagreement, or just a general misunderstanding. It takes a while to get to know anybody, because every day we're still figuring out who we are as people as well. So it's just best to give people some grace and understand and be humble that you yourself might be wrong in this situation, and that any type of disagreement or saying that you are wrong isn't an attack. It is merely someone trying to understand or get you to understand what it is that you did that made them feel in this negative way. There's no such thing as the quiet game. It's just rude and ignorant. The cold shoulder in a relationship, it's dismissive and negative. It reeks of not caring. You need to put in that effort, you know what I mean? And then so that's the first thing. And then the second thing, there's actually liking each other. Not getting into a relationship or being with someone simply because you want to and you can't be alone. It's about building each other up, not putting each other down. Telling each other your faults, and the goods, not just the faults. Building them up to your friends and your family instead of tearing them down. That is essential. You have to like this person. And of course that sounds, like common sense, duh, of course I have to like them. But I mean, you have to genuinely like who they are. Not just their attractiveness, not their, because of how tall they are, because they have green or blue eyes and long hair or short hair. You have to like who they are as a person, because you can't change someone. And if you try to go into a relationship expecting them to change for you, then you're not gonna have a good time. It's not gonna be good. And number 3, healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries by being able to understand when enough is enough, or when someone needs something from you, even if that need is you not being there, and not getting insecure that this person does not want to spend time with you or be around you for whatever reason, whether they're sick or they're tired or they're overworked or they're underwhelmed or they're whatever. Being able to accept that and let it gracefully go where it needs to go is one of the most attractive things that you could do for anyone, even a relationship or not. Being able to communicate that boundary clearly and respect that boundary, as well as respecting the other person's boundary, because all of this goes hand in hand. It's a two-way street. That's what forms a perfect relationship. Not gifts, not showering, not love bombing, not sex every night, not constantly hanging out and doing everything together, being around all the time, not posting all of this on Instagram, not making a big deal out of it, being nonchalant about it, and just existing with another person who you like and wanting to make sure that you two are having a good time together is all it takes. And that applies to friendships too. And relationships should start as friendships first. Definitely. No leading on, no juggling multiple people, trying to balance an act, trying to figure out who's who and what's what, because that'll only lead to disaster and you'll be ended up alone. But especially for males nowadays, you have to be gentle. You have to be a gentle masculine energy in order to bring out that divine feminine. Now, I'm not saying, be soft, so to speak. Like nowadays there's so much pressure on men to be hard. You know what I mean? No, you're allowed to be soft. You're allowed to express your feelings. You're allowed to be this leader, provider, nurturer, carer without being aggressive and nonchalant and apathetic and, having this tough guy attitude. It's some people like that, but that's, it's at the end of the day, you have to be a gentle masculine. You have to show that you care and not be afraid to let your guard down in the presence of a woman in order to accept and acknowledge and receive that divine feminine, which the divine feminine can bring out that masculine, that gentle masculine, by being soft, by being caring, by being nurtured. Is it all ringing a bell? Soft spoken, very nice, and light on your feet, and in the way you speak, and in the way you talk, and how you move, and the words that you pick, and smelling like flowers, and you know what I mean? That divine feminine is what brings out the gentle masculine, as much as the gentle masculine brings out the divine feminine. That's the perfect mix for a perfect relationship. And unless we start building that up within ourselves and acknowledging as men our feminine side and as women your masculine side, can you start to relate to the other person and build your empire? That's really all I got to say. Much love. I'll see you in the next video.